SOPA, Stop Online Piracy Act, a bill expanding the ability of U.S. law enforcement to fight online trafficking of copyrighted intellectual property and counterfeited goods.
PIPA, Protect IP Act, a proposed law with the stated goal of giving the U.S. government and copyright holders additional tools to curb access to rogue websites dedicated to infringing on counterfeit goods, especially those registered outside the U.S.
Network neutrality, a principle that advocates no restrictions by internet service providers or governments on consumers' access to networks that participate in the internet. Cyber Intelligence Sharing and Protection Act, CISPA, is a proposed law in the United States which would allow for the sharing of internet traffic information between the U.S. government and certain technology and manufacturing companies. The stated aim of the bill is to help the U.S. government investigate cyber threats and ensure the security of networks against cyber attack.
Recognized for one more minute.
One credit card company said that they get attacked for your personal information 300,000 times a day. One company. We have companies that can directly show you that stolen intellectual property, one particular company estimated 20,000 manufacturing jobs that they lost for Americans that were good-paying jobs because countries like China stole their intellectual property and illegally competed against them in the marketplace.
Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. As Americans, it's our responsibility for our own security. We are not in the business of protecting every single person by the government. That is not their role. SOPA, PIPA, and CISPA are bills designed to limit the freedom of all for the temporary security of the few. If companies are concerned about their data being stolen by foreign criminals, they should focus their efforts on the strengthening of security and not the surveillance of American citizens.
How effective are the proposed bills? Is the limited success of the bills worth the possibility for corruption?
The possible risk of these measures being horribly corrupt is too high to justify. Companies like YouTube, a popular online video host, cannot protect any of its users if a corporation decides it doesn't want a video to be online, since it can't survive with the hundreds of lawsuits that would be so easy to file under these bills. The limited effectiveness of these bills is due to the audience that it serves. Since only a few will benefit from these policies and everyone has to pay the price, the efficiency of these programs is not worth the risk.
Are the bills helpful to the targeted audience of content providers?
Randall Munroe, creator of the popular webcomic XKCD, says, "Don't censor the web. I make my living drawing XKCD, which wouldn't have been possible if people hadn't been able to freely share my comics with each other all over the internet. As a copyright holder and small business owner, I oppose SOPA and PIPA." Another online content creator, Zach Gorman, author of the webcomic Magical Game Time, says, "If SOPA passes, Tumblr and countless other sites which have allowed me and many other creatives to spread their work around could be permanently disabled. All that noise. Stop SOPA and PIPA now."
Are the bills really necessary?
If the goal of these acts is to lower the piracy in the United States, then no, it is not effective. As one can see in many different studies taken about the piracy and the rates around the world, the United States and North America is consistently on the lowest side of this, with rates barely reaching over 21%.
As an example of why net neutrality is important, I'd like to read off a list of words that are banned from search engines in the People's Republic of China. Democracy, human rights, dictatorship, despotism, anti-communist, tragic communist party, genocide, oppression, re-education through labor, red terror, evil, exile, and the Tiananmen Square massacre. Okay.
Waldo at the gym. Can you spot me, bro?
As Thomas Jefferson said, "I think by far the most important bill on our whole code is that for the diffusion of knowledge among the people. No other sure foundation can be devised for the preservation of freedom and happiness." Education is the only sure way to maintain a free society. This is why neutrality and free information are such important things to us as American citizens. So then what are these bills? These bills are merely a method to limit our liberty. And what is net neutrality? A way to preserve it.